Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Gaijin Gaiden. And this time we're talking about good old H2O. What I wanted to talk about today was the tap water here in Japan. First things first, of course the tap water here is perfectly fine. In preparation for this video, I did a little bit of checking, and apparently Japan's tap water and its infrastructure for handling tap water is actually quite high quality. Um, that said, I still have on one or two occasions when I've mentioned that I drink the tap water here, people being kind of surprised. And I've never really quite understood why that is. I got a similar reaction in Korea for whatever reason. And again, the tap water in Korea is perfectly fine just as well. I think some of it might be that not every place uses water filters, and one of the places where I kind of got that, like, you drink the tap water, was a place that um, didn't really have that. My apartment building actually supplies me with water filters. Every couple of months, I'll find one just hanging on my door. I replace it. Takes 5 minutes. Dirt simple. I mean, it's always a little gross to sort of take an old filter out and sort of like it's a little bit yellow and stuff. But this here is filled with water I took from my tap just a little while ago, and it tastes perfectly fine. So I don't really quite understand why people worry about that. As I said, I did a little checking, and it does seem as if in the past the tap water in urban areas did have something of a bad reputation, although it seems like that reputation might not have been entirely deserved. And it's just also a lot of people these days do, for whatever reason, insist on bottled water, or they're very insistent on having water filters. Now, again, I've never really noticed a terribly huge difference between water that was just coming out of a regular tap and water that came out of a water filter. But this is just my particular, sense of taste, I suppose, is what would be the best way to describe it. Then, of course, I've always found it weird that people are like weirded out by drinking tap water, but it's also what they would use to cook their food and wash things with. And I mean, granted, there is some leeway with that, where in certain situations where quality might not be fantastic, people might be told, yeah, it's okay to cook with this water and it's okay to bathe in this water, just don't drink it. But that doesn't really apply here. So I really honestly don't get quite why some people are so weirded out by a person drinking tap water in a country that's renowned for having perfectly exceptionally good tap water. But life doesn't always make sense. Anyway, that's just a little observation I thought I'd share with you tonight. So thanks guys for taking the time out of your day to watch this, and I'll see you next time.